100% positive. If this
Even one of the graphics seem like, oh my god,
if this intro was on a 2020 game, people wouldn't even complain. The fact that this is on the game for
that ragdoll as he fell.
It's crazy.
He used to make me laugh though.
That's why Kazooie wasn't in Tekken 3 because Heihachi threw him off of.
It took him 20 years.
This is when Tekken started to get serious.
Yeah, this is
Heihachi started getting on his mafioso stuff. We're having a whole army and everything. Before he was just king of the Iron Fist.
It's time to expand those ambitions.
That's the best character I've introduced to Tekken right there.
She does look good. I don't know if she's the best though.
She's nice in this game. When I was a kid, I could just pick her and spam buttons on her.
I'm gonna say, yeah, that was the female version of it.
Marnot, nobody even uses it, even in the newer times.
No, that's not true.
He was good.
That's the best character in the game.
He's really not. He's cool. He's cool. You normally don't like
The what?
like the I'm too cool for everybody, look how powerful I am, about the one-shot everybody type of character.
That's because that became Jin, because Ryu was cast to the side. Jin became that guy.
But now he's back.
But who's on the cover of this game? Jin.
He should be.
No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. This Steve scene is just out of context, right?
No, it's not. Every move that he uses, he legitimately has. No, that's good.
What does that scene have to do with everything else that's going on?
They're trying to let you know.
And you're
Nice.
they're introducing to Steve.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I wanna. You should play.
Is that Steve?
No. I don't think Steve would take a punch to the face like that.
What they call it? Tiger Shot Heihachi.
That's King Heihachi.
Whatever Steve was doing in that intro had nothing to do with anything. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
This was the first game he was in, so they wanted to introduce the fact that there was a boxing character.
Yeah, you start off. I'll get next.
It's a very specific type of fighting style. It's not easy to make, honestly.
Wow.
Where's your
Where's
boy?
he at?
Where's your boy Lady? That's the stupid way too, man. That's the way that I don't like.
What's wrong with him?
He's annoying. Look at him,
He's
yo.
gonna lay so much. I just ignore
He was
him.
an annoying
He
character.
looks like he's a really not. He's
And
Jack
then
Chan.
they're playing on Heihachi stage. That's what's jacked up.
It's Jack. Don't hate on
But
Jack.
you see how everybody in this game run is dressed like a normal person? Like, no, compared to the other Tekkens, like, it doesn't look like these are they fight like martial arts, but they're dressed like civilians, just fighting. And this is the most martial arts stage on the
Because isn't this Jin's dojo?
This is Jin, Kazooie, Heihachi, one of their stages.
this is when he did the forms.
I don't like this Steve. I like Steve later.
He's good.
They made it too small in this game.
What do you mean? Like he's not muscular enough?
Yeah, they made him buffer in the later game.
He's limp.
They did that.
I mean, I guess this is the younger version of Steve.
Because he was starting to realize his story and stuff like that. 'Cause I think he's like Nina's son or something.
Yeah.
Or like a clone.
You find out at the end of this one, I believe. Yeah, it's so hard to sidestep in this one. But I still
It
love
is.
it.
It's a lot of job even higher than that.
And moves track. So,
Yeah, he do.
so even if you sidestep them,
It's still following you.
yeah.
That's because this game still functions more like the PS1 versions, where it was less sidestepping.
No, but in Tekken 3, the movement was almost as good as it is today. Almost nothing's changed. You should have got him. You should have got him. You spaced yourself correctly. I saw him. Right there.
He missed.
That's why it's not good, right, Chris? That's why it's not good.
Frame away.
Basically, if that was Steve, it would have connected.
I disagree.
And I bet you it connects in, what's it called? The new Tekken. They definitely would have made his jab better. I think the reason why a lot of people enjoy Steve when they play this game is because you can mash and do really well with them, but I actually prefer not to.
It also gives you points where it's like, you feel trapped and you know what you're doing because you are forced to only punch.
Exactly, and you have to keep moving backwards and forwards instead of actually being able to maneuver around the stage and use it against your opponent. which I think is why I initially like this game more, is because you don't get stuck getting wall comboed, you know? It really is more about...
That's that Tekken tag, that wall combos.
And not
That's when they got annoying.
Tekken tag, you beat somebody in 10 seconds. Like boom, boom, wall combo, party, man, and then alternate. Match is over.
Yeah. I was wondering who was going to take it.
I do this shit, bro.
I'm just using these 4 buttons, man.
Yes. And like I was saying, normally...
Who did I pick? Who did I end up with?
You did the same thing I did. It's very easy to hit, but they're super sensitive.
We're going to
I just got some new ones in the mail. I'm excited.
Friend versus friend.
Is it the buttons that's sensitive or the thing that's sensitive?
Certain buttons are more sensitive than others.
Who do I have? I have Paul.
I haven't completed the site yet. So this stage is what's wrong with this game sometimes. It literally moves you guys up and down on the hill, so certain moves aren't going to connect. Like it's harder for Paul.
That is true.
Yeah, it's harder for Paul to hit Law in certain situations. If Law knew how to use the stage properly. Now you guys like even. Don't forget about the. Actually, never mind. It doesn't even do that much damage. It would almost hit. It would almost hit. You almost hit it. I never see Tekken going back.
Back to what?
This speed.
Why not?
But it is interesting to play a Tekken game this slow.
You help us say this is slow.
This game was all about art and aesthetics, man.
Yeah.
It was. They tried to just make it look like a really good game.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Maybe they introduced new players. Maybe they thought it was a little too complicated.
And to show off that PS2. Yeah, like these graphics hold up well today.
I would have been really interested to see this in the arcade.
What, this? This was the game in the arcade. I don't think you understand.
I think Tekken in general just has that put the quarter in and play.
Oh, no.
So Law still has double combos.
Okay.
I think the faster dash wins this game. Like if your character has a good square.
That's law.
That's Tekken just normally Tekken. Good jabs win in Tekken. One good jab.
Like we were saying though, newer Tekkens focus more on like combos and hit confirms, really making sure that you make every single hit count. And you're not gonna get a big confirm off the jab.
I can't believe I got Paul, man.
You play again?
Yeah.
You sure? Because Paul's not a character you want to get stuck with unless you really like him. Nobody just is like, alright, I got Paul.
The heavy. You want next guy?
And at least you're not stuck because it's free play. In the real arcade, imagine that you put your quarter in, you pick Paul off the stage, you win, and you still can't switch.
Tekken did arcade mode good in this game. They did arcade mode good for that, right? Capcom should have been taking notes with that.
No, Capcom's like, no, you're stuck. You're stuck.
With your character.
Now win again.
Captain, you would pick Jen.
I love this stage and this music. Okay, that's what we weren't talking about. This game's music, yo.
This game was all about music and it was just cool. It just looked good. But they made it seem realistic. Like all of these fights in this game, like if you look like you could imagine them in real life.
That's how it is. The other ones are they made sure that we put it in.
You know how there's plays.
I'm about to get a hitbox just to play Tekken 7. I'm gonna keep the fighting commander for Horde Z, but I think I like a stick or something.
Yeah, man, I'm waiting to sit down and learn because I still haven't had the chance to do it.
Because Tekken is a slow game.
You know, it can be. Tekken 7 can be played really quick.
It can, but it's still. No, I'm not saying it can't be. I'm just saying it's more of a rhythm to it. It's a rhythm.
Yes. Well, we could play other fighting games more rhythmically.
It's not that. It's my play style.
I was gonna
What
say.
I'm trying to say is basically I don't play Tekken like I play other fighting games.
Well, why don't you try playing other fighting games how you play Tekken? Maybe you could slow them down too, you know? You might experience something different.
Same characters?
I will pick Lee.
I hate Lee.
He's so flashy. Look at him. He reminds me of Michael Jackson.
Dante.
Dante and Michael Jackson put together. Nice. There's a way you can punch twice and then duck down, but I don't remember exactly how to do it.
I don't know any character in this game besides Kazooie. Nobody else makes sense.
That's how I feel in general playing Tekken, honestly. But luckily,
Just this
a lot of it
This Tekken is filled with all the characters that I don't play.
It's kind of like Third Strike, I guess, then. Where if you did learn these characters, though, I feel like if you went to any other Tekken, it'd be a lot easier.
Because it's a lot slower. Oh, this is one.
I'll say this is slow.
But that's a good practice.
It's way more neutral based though. If you can get hits in this one,
I hate neutral based games. They're boring as fuck.
Cause you hate things.
Nobody wants to see a bunch of people jabbing back and forth for 20 minutes. You want to see some high flying combos and backflips.
Well,
that's what gets the crowd roaring.
it's really
A whole
sad.
bunch of low kicks.
It's really sad that that's what people like to see, honestly, because that's not how real fights go at all.
But real fights went like that. UFC would overtake the NFL in popularity.
Let's see what you got.
Hold on, switch.
You got Paul. Oh, okay.
I just want to try this.
The
I
movement.
just press something.
Oh, you're Paul.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
just press.
That's just the LED lights. You're good. I would recommend Law because you already know how to use them.
I would recommend King.
Because Law,
Oh, what is it?
Law rewards you for outspacing. Basically.
What is it?
What?
The reason why you always
The X square.
What is the 4? Where's my 4 at?
This is a PlayStation
1, 2,
controller.
3, 4.
Alright,
It's a play- it's the buttons on there.
So this is 4.
Yeah. And the reason why you always get upset playing against me, Chris, is because using a hitbox makes you play backwards.
I don't.
You're
get upset.
always moving.
I just enjoy to talk shit about your stuff.
I know. You're always moving towards me, but I'm always perpetually spacing myself a specific distance away from you.
And I
So
realize
you
you're
think
doing
I'm
it.
running. You think I'm running, but I'm not.
And at that moment, you space yourself perfectly. I realized that,
Yeah.
and I had two options. I can either try to space myself perfectly, or back up, or I can just rush you.
Yeah.
And options A and B is just going to take too long, so I just want to see. And if you beat me, I'm content like that.
Gotcha.
And if I do happen to win like that, I'm happy.
Nice.
But if I have to start spacing myself too, I don't want to play.
All I need is a projectile, and I will rush you down. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? All I need is something to distract you for a second as I move in. I don't feel comfortable just bringing my character into a danger zone when I have no idea what you're gonna do, and I'm trying to learn the game.
You don't like the element of surprise, which is why you hate
I do.
like Mario Party.
I do. I don't like.
You like a short answer.
I don't like chaotic randomness.
I enjoy
instantly kill me.
I enjoy that.
No.
Hell no.
No, not that can instantly kill me. It's cool that things are random.
Because then I can just start the match over.
Not always.
Fucking low hit ass
Especially not.
It's not like
You want to go again?
Hell yeah.
it's not like you only get to play one match.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do.
No, not
It's this way. Yeah. Because your character trying to look cool, looking like a dad.
You don't get to just play one match.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes people only best of one you. Sometimes you gotta get warmed up.
Right. When the Detroit Pistons beat the Lakers, a lot of people enjoyed it. And a lot of people didn't. It's just that simple. Some people like methodicalness,
The
strategy.
Detroit Pistons would be blocking every attack and never attacking. But chip damage exists.
No, the Detroit Pistons when they used to play defense, Richard Hamilton and Rasheed Wallace were built for not down the three.
True.
And then you couldn't hit a three, and then you couldn't score. And
That is true. That is true. I don't mind randomness, but consistency is important too when you want to learn what you're doing. If we just lived in a chaotic, random world, how would we realize when we've learned anything, you know?
That's the thing about it, and I enjoy chaotic randomness, and I enjoy learning on the fly. Learning on the fly is the funnest thing to do. Once I understand something completely, I'm bored by it.
I like playing.
I enjoy something the most when I don't understand how it works.
I like playing in a way where every second I can learn something because I position myself in a way to.
No, I hear you.
Makes sense.
I'm just saying I enjoy everything in its purest form. Analytics and fully understanding how things work a lot of times ruins the fun for me in a lot of things.
Gotcha.
Because then people start to play just strategic. I like when people play without thinking and just let them shoot sometimes.
Yeah.
In anything, you get what I'm saying?
It makes sense. And Tekken's really good for that. But the problem is that if you're going to put time into something, you have to assume other people are going to put time into it.
Oh, it's going to happen.
And then when you play against them, when you meet that analytical player you were just talking about, I'm the guy who will actually, because I don't play like you, will have to learn how to deal with what they're doing as well, because I'm learning.
Yeah.
And there's no way you can actually overcome that player by just running at them and rushing them down over and over again, because I'm not always going to be able to rematch them. You know? We live in an online world now, Chris. Somebody, you play Smash, somebody gets that W with 3 minutes, items on, 1 stock, and they never rematch you again. They make sure to taunt real quick, maybe put you back to let you know, yeah, I got this W, and then that's it. You never see him again.
You never see.
Why is that?
You never see Ben.
It doesn't matter. My point is that you were talking about sometimes you get that. It's okay, I can just hit the start button and rematch. Maybe in real life when we're sitting next to each other.
You just play somebody else.
No, not always.
Yeah.
Not always.
I did that so by accident, but
It didn't look like it. That was like a 50% combo.
Shit.
And you broke his guard. I forgot you could do that in this game.